Right, Honourable Speaker, I felt at this moment that probably you allowed me an extra minute to inform the House that I did not meet the Right Honourable Speaker in Parliament. We met way time back when she was still teaching at MOBS. In fact, at one time, she was seconded by MOBS to teach in my college. So you can easily say I had once signed her paycheck. So we are not meeting in the House as a speaker, probably for more than 18 years, as somebody had known. At one time, she was blue and white. Apologies for formerly being a blue. And along the way, the sun shone upon her hand, she became yellowish, You see, that is the beauty of freedom. All of us, wherever we are and stand, must respect the choices people make. And when they make choices, those choices must be for the service of common good. That should be well understood in no uncertain terms. I respect the Right Honourable Speaker because she made her choice. And then see where she is. That was her choice, and I respect that choice. My only call to her is to make use of that choice to serve common good. Secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, with your indulgence, I neither met the Deputy Speaker here. You know, he was my student of politics. He was a young man, and I was a senior in the field. Him and others used to get my tutorage when he was still a blue, and we worked well. When he chose to cross the blue line and became a yellow, that was his choice as an adult. So we shared a lot then, and the two have my immense respect as leaders of the House. I am bringing this out to appeal to every one of us to understand that we occupy this public space for a purpose. And that purpose must not be for the sake of it, but to change the trajectory of this one country called home. And when we are members of parliament, then that space is even more distinct because the call for duty is beyond the ordinary. And we must be here and look at each other from both sides of the aisle as servants of the people. And at all times, we must invite common good to prevail. That said, Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, allow me to take this singular honor to initially thank the people of Nyendo Mukungwe who brought me to the fore to be at the service of country and made my party recognize my capabilities and humble abilities to serve as a team leader over the last 2.5 years. Right Honourable Speaker, I remain eternally grateful for being allowed to offer myself for service to this great country. So in the same breath, to thank you and the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker for the immense cooperation we have had as leaders in this House to be able to steer the House this far with so many challenges, pitfalls, but with the gusto to carry on even when things look tough sometimes. That's the essence of leadership, Right Honourable Speaker. I thank you so much and the Deputy Speaker in absence for what we've been able to do as leaders in this House. Allow me to also thank immensely colleagues across from my side and across the aisle for according me space and the opportunity to speak to them, sometimes in a tough way. And I know that sometimes I've stepped on toes. But I never set out to be personal in any way. I've been at the service of the country. And if anybody felt personally offended, I take this occasion offended by my approach. But I always set out to do the best for the country. Honorable Speaker, I would like to appeal to the House to afford my successor the same support so that community good is served. The Honorable Joel Senyonyi, young as he is, but is very reasonable. And he deserves our support so that we continue the duty we have started, both as NUP, a very young party, but also as the opposition in our quest to see a better tomorrow for our children and for posterity, so that when history books are written, they will have space to say they met in the House, they were different, they opined differently, but they converged to the center to put forward common good. That should be act in the history of our work. Honorable Speaker, over the last few days, I've been reading a small book written by Hemin Sumini titled The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down. Okay. It's a good title. The things you can see only when you slow down. Sometimes the train is so fast that you can mistake a tree for an animal, that you need to step on the pedal, the middle pedal, to see your direction and the trajectory of the nation. I want to invite every one of us to look for that copy and read it. So sometimes we need to slow down and understand better our surroundings. Maybe some of us are so fast, and therefore we lose sight of what matters. So we need to really look out for our surroundings and understand better where we need to go. To my young brother, Joel, I'll look for my copy of a book titled How to Hug a Porcupine. How to Hug a Porcupine. It was edited by Dr. Debbie Ellis. It's very good reading. You know, you will get in your position.
Honorable members, he did not say concubine. That's why you're laughing.
I said a porcupine. Porcupine. Oh, do people here allowed to hug concubines? I said concubine. Thank you, Attorney Speaker, for correcting them. They were going to look for a title that does not exist. I was only passing on a humble message to my young brother and now leader on how to find space to hug porcupines. Porcupines, by their nature, are difficult people, but they are part of life. You cannot change a difficult person, but set boundaries. Communicate effectively that you understood. Don't take it personal. Take care of your good self. Focus on the positive, and be patient. Seek support. It's all over this place. Remember, you're not alone. And where you get space, celebrate your successes. President Speaker, finally, I'm indebted to the technical team we have worked with as the opposition in Parliament. It has technically backstopped us to work better. I hope my successor will take benefit of that too, so that humanity is served while we are in occupation of this humble but not eternal space. I thank you for God and my country.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lop.